Okay, we are going to learn how to check an assignment today. So the first thing that you are going to need is something other than a pencil. It could be a marker, as long as it's not yellow. It could be a pen. It could be a colored pencil. I want you to pause the video and I want you to go get something other than a pencil. You should never correct a paper with a pencil. So pause the video, go ahead and go. All right, so you have something to correct your papers with and you have your papers. When I have you check papers by yourself, it's so that you can learn from your mistakes. Do not worry about getting things wrong. Just notice when you get things wrong, fix it with us, and learn from your mistakes. So here we go. Samir and Sophia, and if you didn't know that word Samir, like if you couldn't say it, or Sophia, what I tell my students to do is just go by their first initial. So I would say S if I didn't know that word. Don't let names in a story problem weigh you down as long as you still understand what's going on in the problem. So Samir and Sophia interviewed their classmates about their favorite summertime activities. They put the results into a bar graph. Use the bar graph to answer the following questions. Use words, pictures, or numbers to show your work. So here's your bar graph, favorite summer activities. It looks like they said you can go on trips, beaches, sports, or go to the movies, and then the number of students is on the side. So how many people liked going to the beach best? You go to the beach row, and then you can either count up, or you can just scoot up and see where it stops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 people liked going to the beach best. If you got that, I should see a positive mark like a star or a smiley face or whatever is positive for you. If you got it wrong, all I want you to do is take your marker or pen or whatever you're using to correct your paper, and I want you to just write over top of your answer the number 6. Number 2, how many people liked going on a trip best? So for this one, I'm going to go to the trip category, and I'm going to count up or look up and see where it ends, and it ends at 7. So the answer to number 2 is 7. If you're getting these correct, it's because you're understanding how to read a bar graph. So again, you need a positive mark, or you need to write the correct answer over top of your pencil answer. Number 3, 9 people liked playing a summer sport, and 4 people liked going to the movies. How many more people liked playing a summer sport than going to the movies? So for this one, I'm looking at the sports and the movies, and I'm going to compare them. So I notice that 1, 2, 3, 4 are the same, but then I notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people that voted for sports. So the answer would be 5 more people. You also could have made this a subtraction sentence by going 9 minus 4 equals 5. So if you got this wrong, take your marker, write over top of it. If you got it right, a positive remark. And when we come back into the classroom, I'm really big on this. I'm really big on not using a pencil. I'm really big on correcting your mistakes, and I'm really big on giving those thumbs up when you're getting things right, because it helps you see what you're understanding and what you need to practice. Number 4. How many people did Sophia and Samir survey in all? How do you know? So in all would be everybody that they surveyed. So what you have to do for this one is add up each column. If you didn't know how to do this and this is an answer, why don't you pause the video and do it now? Otherwise, I'll show you what I would do. I would do 7, because 7 people like trips, plus 6 people like going to the beach, 9 people like sports, and 4 people like the movies. So maybe you use your number rack for this. I don't know. I always like to start by making a 10. I know that 6 and 4 equals 10. Then I go for the next biggest number usually. So I know that 10, actually I want to know what I should do. I should take away 1 from 7 and make it a 6, and give it to this 9 to make it a 10. Now I have 10 and 10, which equals 20, plus 6 equals 26. 26, and I know because I counted them. I counted all the votes. And please double check my work. I definitely make mistakes, especially when I'm up here doing this on camera. I do it in the classroom. Obviously, I'll do it virtual. Let me know, comment if I made a mistake. I do give Classroom Dojo points if you find one of my mistakes. So again, positive remarks, or go ahead and fix your answer. Then down here for find each sum or difference, here I'm just going to go ahead and quickly write your answers. So I have 14 minus 5 equals 9. 13 plus 5 equals 18. 15 minus 10 equals 5. And 9 plus 8 equals 17. So you get a star each one of those that's correct. So how did you do on this page? Did you get most of them correct? Up here on the top part, if you got most of them correct, it means you're understanding how to solve a bar or read a bar graph. On number 5, if you got most of them correct, it means that you're understanding how to add and subtract within 20. So the answer is not higher than 20. All right, ready for page number 2? You might need to take a break and shake those wiggles out, shake your brain out, get the dust off of it. You're ready to go. We've already done question number 1 together, and so the answer is, so they've used 9, 1, 2, so 5, 6, 7. So 7 more pieces. They're going to need 7 more pieces. Okay? Simone and Alicia are saving money to buy a new tent together to take camping. So again, if you didn't know how to say the word Simone or Alicia, you could just call them S and A. So S and A are saving money to buy a new tent together to take camping. Simone has saved 17 and A has saved 10. How much money have they saved in all? And in all is a key word. So what is this problem asking you to figure out? It's asking you to figure out how much money they have in all. So I'm going to underline information in the problem that's going to help me solve this now. So I know that so far S has saved $17 and I know that Alicia has saved 10. So that's going to help me figure out how much in all. So then it says use this space to solve the problem. Show all of your work using numbers, words, or labeled sketches. So it's going to be 17 plus 10. So she has 17 plus 10. I'm just going to mentally add this up. I can count by tens in my head. I know 17 plus 10 would be 27. If you have a different strategy, great. Whatever strategy worked for you. They have $17 total. All right. Final question. It's the final countdown. Write an equation that could represent this picture, and this goes back to our lesson for today. So I know that when we were doing it, we were adding, so we did 5, so it would be 7 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could do 7 plus 9. If you have a different one, go ahead and leave me a comment on this assignment, and I will talk with you about it. When you look back on this page, if you are getting most of them correct, it means that you're understanding how to read a problem and find the important pieces of information. On this last one, if you got it correct, it means that you're understanding how to read a number rack. Great job today, guys.